turns out Donald Trump didn't corner the market on stupidity Monday night. Try as he might. It turns out the Toronto Blue Jays managed to carve out a niche for themselves in that regard, too. Well, they didn't lose 7-5 to the Yankees because they decided to escalate bean brawl tensions in a game against a team that is effectively out of the playoffs. Most of the folks who left the Rogers Center last night probably had the same sickening feeling in the pit of their stomach I did, that another one or two shoes, or in this case, shoulders and legs, were going to fall. Joaquin Benoit left the stadium last night in crutches after injuring himself in a dugout clearing melee. He's the guy who's been close to perfect out of the bullpen this year. And you know what? There might be some supplementary discipline forthcoming from that fight, too. And oh, yeah, I forgot. Did we mention the Jays' best hitter this month, Devin Travis? Left with what appeared to be a recurrence of the shoulder injury that cost him, 90% of last season? So, good times, right? Good times. Here's the deal with what happened Monday night. I don't know if the Yankees were throwing at Josh Donaldson. I do know he leans in, that he has tons of body armor. I also know teams have pitched the Blue Jays in all season, point one. Secondly, did you guys see Luis Severino? Have you seen his stats as a starter? He's horrible. Pushed into service because of an injury to Masahiro Tanaka. The dude was all over the place in the first inning. He had a couple of walks. You know what? His control was so bad, I just don't think he could hit Donaldson even if he wanted to. So that's point two. After about 6 months of baseball, the Blue Jays finally decided to, quote marks here, send a message, to show that they have each other's back. That's what a lot of people seem to think. This was good. They've got JD's back. They've got each other's back. Well, folks, if you need that type of reinforcement at this time of the season, you got some big, big issues in your clubhouse. I have no idea why Happ threw at Chase Headley. Again, throwing behind him before actually hitting him, which is, not a good look. Do that on May 26th if you want, not September 26th. It was just dumb. And that escalated the conflict. And with Severino in a 50-pitch limit, the result was predictable. So, there you go. If Benoit is down for the count with 6 games left in the regular season because of the altercation, the Blue Jays' reaction goes from stupidity to unforgivable. And here come the Orioles for 3 games. A team with a manager that gets in the head of the Blue Jays. A team that gets in the head of the Blue Jays with a wild card on the line. I'll tell you what, the Blue Jays don't need a reset today. They need a refocus. And they need to be a bit more smarter, not to mention a bit more professional.